Hey guys, it's me, Powerpin, and welcome to Troubleshooting Souls, where I had to lower the picture quality that you guys are getting down to like medium. So, it's amazing. But, after turning the console back on and getting back over here, there was a life gem back here next to a dude with an axe. I used a couple of life gems, unfortunately, because I'm bad at games. But what matters is we have an Estus flask and a shard that I forgot to use at the friggin' Firekeeper. Gosh dang it. Alright, we're gonna go back there first. But these enemies, I believe, are going to respawn. I don't remember, though. I don't remember how this game works. It's been like 5 months or so. But you guys can actually see what's going on this time. At least partially. And you can probably make out my timing for how I do these attacks better. Which is the important part. Because this is going to be less fun, dandy let's play. And more a hardcore walkthrough of how to play the game and get good, scrub. This is how I feel to all the scrubs. I look at them and I'm like, get out of here. Oh. Well, I should have gone through the door before it shuts. Get out of here, scrub, says the door. Technically, we should be able to get under that. But not until there, which is super annoying. Alright, so... boo, boo, doo, doo. Majula. Oh yeah. This is probably my favorite,
Is that here to see? However,
like, hub song in the entire game. Where? Thanks, girl. Alright, bye. Now that we have 2 chugs. But this is the slowest Estus chug in the games. Because you stand completely still, you take a swig, and then it fills up like if you took 3 life gems. And at that speed. Which sucks. But what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna bother joining the Covenant of Champions, but I'll show you what it is. So, the Victor's Stone offers to let you enter the Covenant of Champions, which increases the difficulty of enemies and increases their damage by 20% or something like that. So, there's that. But that's not our concern. We're going down here today. I'd like to show you me murdering the Haid Knight, but I don't want to deal with hordes right now, so we're going to go to this place, which is actually a similar name to the Haid Knight that I'm mentioning, and it is Haid's Tower of Flame as soon as we get through the, little aqueduct. Here is a red target shield, I believe. If you want that, it's fairly okay. Crimson Parma. It still functions as, like, a target shield, though. There you go. It's actually got worse physical resistance than this one, so I'm not going to bother using it. It's also the same speed of shield, so its parry animation is the same as this one. The more you know. Because knowing the speed of your shield's parry is important, because some shields act faster. There are larger shields and then tower shields, and the tower shields, I believe, you just kind of bulwark behind and push. But the larger shields have like 1.5 or 1.25 times that time, and you have a smaller window with which to parry with that weapon, or shield, rather. Parry their weapons with. And then you have smaller shields, which are quicker, offer larger parry times, somehow. Ow. Okay, you're going for the extra attack. What a jerk. Yeah, they're fairly slow. And I'm doing this much damage, like the 131, because of my choice of weapon right now. He's done for. There's a bonfire right down here for posterity. Boosh. And to continue on, you see that dude with the mace? In this version of the game, without the Hay Knights dotted all around, he will drop something that will improve the effectiveness of your Estus Flask. Not just give you more chugs, but make the chugs better. There we go. Oh, gonna break my shield. Ow. And by break my shield, I meant break my guard, but whatever. Yeah, hi. I'm down here. You can't parry these dudes, obviously, because their weapons are giant and made of, like, enchanted stone. Ooh, ow. Whoa, bro. Whoa, bro. Ow. Lechug. And he should also drop a cracked blue eye orb most of the time, but we didn't get that. Sublime Bone Dust. You burn that at the bonfire in Majula, and it improves the effectiveness of your Estus Flask. It makes it Estus Flask +1. There's 10 of them in the game. Like, you can reinforce everything to +10 in this game. In Dark Souls 1, you can improve to 15. And in Dark Souls 3, they got rid of the ability to improve armor. Okay, I'm falling. This is Dark Souls' first death. Die for the first time. I didn't actually check on the other one, but that's just to create a character properly. Short bow. I really like that they acknowledge the achievement This is Dark Souls, though. Some top quality stuff there. Alright. Alright. So, every enemy respawns. If I didn't suddenly develop an accent. For an area that I haven't even gone to. Never hold your shield up all the time. Here's a tip. Power pin, power tip. Don't hold your shield up all the time, it's stupid. That guy won't respawn because he drops a unique item. That dude will, though. You may notice that my health bar, if I can get it to a position where I have good contrast on the background, the end of it, here, the end of the health bar is before the end of my red bar there, and I'm horrible in green. But now I am hollow, and that lowers your maximum HP in this game. Well, technically it does in Dark Souls 1 as well, but in Dark Souls 3 that was also retconned. You know, for playability's sake. Oh, come on, I hit you. Eh. Nice. So, there's a Pale Stone. Use that to make a weapon. I think it's simple or something like that. I don't know, I'll have to check on that. Let's see. It's not any of those tabs. Here it is. Old Mundane, Pale Stone. Removes powers, that grants Mundane. Now, that platform over there is actually a boss chamber. The boss isn't there until you get there, funnily enough. And it'll lock you in with a fog wall, like the ones we passed through earlier. Now there's a speedrunning tactic that you can just have him swing at you and fall off into the water. But I'm not good at the game, or at least not good enough at speedrunning tactics, so we're gonna raise the first level of the platform. Ba-doo-boo, ba-doo-boo. That's pretty neat. Yeah. There's another one right over here, but you have to defeat these 3 enemies first, which is dandy. I'm going to use an effigy real quick, because I want full health for this. Alright. Yeah, look how much lower my health was. Now, this dude with the big sword, less health than the others, better damage output, also does more stamina damage. But those other two will let you fight him first, unless you get too close. That's a pretty great thing for their AI to do, I think. And he's gonna be like, oh! Oh! Eh. Oh! And then he'll do a cross swing, and very rarely he will do another cross swing downwards at you. I need to find the doorway so I can drag these bozos out and use another... Yeah, healing at him. Come on. Now I'm doing this because I still don't want to record sticks. Fatal flaw, that game can't hold my attention super long. Now, as you saw there, there's multiple variations of their combos. And they're about to push me off the edge here. Yeah, there we go. Let's just get back across here, grab the... I believe this one is always a cracked blue eye orb. Yeah, there you go. That's used to invade the worlds of people who are allied with, like, the alternate covenant. It's pretty rad. Now, he'll do the combo finisher, which is bad for me, but it's pretty rad looking. Occasionally they'll do that thing where they run at you quicker with their sword above their head, so they can start their combo. And he'll do the thrust. But these guys don't actually do much breakthrough damage because of the stability of this shield. Boop. Ooh. Ooh. Woo, whoa. Woo, whoa. 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 Oh, he followed through into it. Stab. Woo! And we'll finish him off. And now it's a 1v1, and it's super easy. Now, the reason I said don't keep your shield up earlier, which must have been at least 3 minutes ago now, is because you want your stamina to regenerate. And your stamina regenerates far more slowly, I'll show you here. It fills up like that with it down, but it fills up like that when it's up. If you look in the top left corner, or I might have zoomed in, I'll probably zoom in on it. Shaboom, shaboom. They'll raise the second outermost platform for the boss fight. We're gonna heal real quick, even though I don't need it for this next enemy. I should actually try to find a better shield, though, because this only has 85% physical reduction, which is that shield with the sword going towards it, directly above, or directly next to the 65 to 65 under parry strike. That's where I'm getting the stats for these. This one only has 75% physical resistance, and its stability is 45, which is the shield, which is directly below the skull and next to what looks like a crosshair. Now that 45 stability dictates how much of your stamina is drained when an enemy attack hits your shield when it's up. And there are some shields that go up to like 60, I believe, unmodified. But those are tower shields. He's gonna swing 3 times. Technically, you should circle the other way for that. And then he's gonna do another big 2 swings, and he's done son. Another cracked blue eye orb, maybe a lucky drop. Nope, Hailstone. Masterless Glencore. Now this is your first NPC summon that you can get in the game. Now, normally, if you're playing, like, online, then enemies, or people like this, like Masterless Glencore, who is currently over-encumbered, you can tell from his stance, and he's using a Zweihander. But usually people like this will help you out, just normally. And they're cool. I'm one of those people. I'm a sub bro. I admit it. But here we go. This is the Dragon Rider. Woo! And he has a few different combos. If you hit his shield, it will never do damage, which is pretty amazing. Glencore, you're kind of holding me up. You actually do less damage to a boss if you have a summon with you, which I think is pretty cool. He can break your block like that, even though he like always does that directly afterwards, so it's never an issue. I'm gonna quickly heal while Glencore meat shields for me. That's how you should do invasions in this game. Or like, not invasions, but summons. If you're doing a boss fight with a summon, then you should always wait for them to be the meat shield, and you can sit back and chill. Now he's almost at half health. Now that he has hit that threshold, he's going to do bigger combos, but they are still semi-rare, so the chances of that happening are kind of slim. But he will usually combo that. He'll also do those side jumps now, but he's more likely to combo attacks now, because all of his attacks are actually comboable by him. But it takes like certain thresholds. All this different math that I don't want to bore you with, because he's like at a fifth of his health. Now he's doing a lot of damage, and a lot of stamina damage particularly, because he's a boss, and they're technically like given a lot more in their breakthrough stats and stuff. Victory achieved. Thanks, Glencore. Dragon Rider Soul. Bye. The fog is lifted from around the doorway, and we can proceed upwards. Now this path leads to a location known as No Man's Wharf. But that's not where we're headed. We're headed over there first, near the drawbridge. Now I just sat down at the bonfire, which was a little silly of me to do, actually. But it's fine. Ow, I think maybe I can burn the Sublime Boon Dust. Nope, not this bonfire. But you can burn human effigies to weaken the link to other worlds, quote, and prevent invasions and most cooperation. Now, if I was online, that would be an issue, or technically, you can only be invaded while you're human, so...
Are you from? My name is Lycia.
Sorry.
I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple.
I just immediately
I can
reflexively
see that you are
skipped through some of her
well-suited to
dialogue.
comprehend their wondrous power.
Cool.
But the cost of it, that's for your heart to decide.
Ooh. Yeah, so she is your first miracle salesman, and she will sell you this ring, the Ring of Prayer, which increases your faith by like 2 points or something like that. A ring blessed by High Priest of Volgan increases faith. The clerics of the great city of Volgan are perennially entrenched in scandalous power struggles, but among them remain a few strong-willed, upstanding noblemen. Now that's interesting, but she also has all of these. None of which I can use because I don't have high enough faith. But if you talk to her...
I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. No need for miracles.
And she'll complain that you didn't buy anything.
The gods frown upon such soul scrimpers.
Because as you need souls to stay human, you also need souls as a general currency in this universe, which I've never fully understood. But it's cool. Now, about humanities. In this game, you use humanities to restore your humanity. Haha. Good job there, FromSoft. But in a different way. So, in Dark Souls 1, you could use human effigies, or humanities, rather, because they're not quite the same thing. But you could use humanities, use them on yourself to give yourself more humanity, and then you could burn that humanity in a bonfire to increase the amount of Estus chunks you have. Now, in this game, they just kind of eased that up by introducing the entire system of, like, Estus shards and stuff. I keep wanting to go to use multiple from Dark Souls 3. Apologies. But that entire system has changed, and we're just gonna whack this guy in the back. Nope, never mind. He's too quick. Right in the anus. Big sweep. You can always avoid that by side strafing. Ow. Now, surprisingly, that summon is back. And you can use him again, Masterless Glencore, and you can drag him all the way up to that or that drawbridge, because that is the site of another boss fight. So we're gonna get him, of course. Come, Glencore. Now he's actually a pretty good follower, but I hope he doesn't try to follow me across here because I forgot to grab the chest. Oh. Right, AI pathing. Should have thought better. Now, green blossoms are better for spellcasters because they restore... No, green blossoms are the stamina restoration. I'm thinking of amber herbs. Because amber herbs are used to restore spell uses. Green blossoms increase stamina regen. Green weed, shaped like a leafy flower, temporarily boosts stamina recovery speed. At one point, this herb was avoided due to its unusually bitter taste, but once its effects became known, it was harvested to near extinction by merchants. Now, only exceptionally rare, wild specimens of this plant are left. So there you go. Little bit more knowledge about the world. Hiya! Big swing. Glencore, help. 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 Glencore. And I died for the second time. And it was twice in this video. Come on. I don't want to applaud, so I'll just do the snapping thing like they do in poetry slams that I have never been to, unfortunately. Probably because I make fun of a lot of them, but whatever. I realize I'm being a lot more short and to the point in this Dark Souls playthrough. But I just tend to be more so in that way with this game. I think that's part of my reflexive, like, don't get mad kind of thing for this game. Or for the Dark Souls games, plural. Because I always get kind of calm when I'm playing these. Ow. Hey man. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cool. So occasionally those dudes with the great swords... Ooh. The recording's a little behind again. Alright, we're good. Come on. Occasionally those dudes with the great swords will drop their helmets. And I think you can get all of their pieces of armor from any of them eventually, but it's a really rare drop. And you increase your chances of finding items by being human, note, rather. So, keep that in mind. You can also smash those coins, like the ones that I got earlier, such as the one that I found as the first item in the game, haha. Keep that in mind as well. You could use those to boost your luck and how often items drop. So we're going to set that on the hotbar real quick. And unfortunately it has this really stupid long animation. And that gives you the same effect as the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring, which you can find eventually. But it's a bit of an effort thing to do. And effort is something that I do not usually spare in this game. So, whenever it comes to too much effort. Cracked blue eye orb. Whenever it takes too much effort to do something, I just tend to not do it. Especially in Dark Souls. 16,000 souls. This guy's just like, okay then, man. Get out of here. Or alternatively, I have no mouth. Come on, get out of here. So, one of them actually dropped an item that I didn't notice. Another cracked blue eye orb. And over here is another great sword and a shieldy dude. Now this one is a lot less honorable and he'll also just attack you immediately, I believe. Glencore, you can get him. Yeah. Where's your honor, Glencore? Hardcore Glencore! Yeah, usually you want to preserve some stamina so you can roll out of the way of attacks. Like that one that I should have avoided. But it's cool. Glencore, no! Glencore! Glencore, no! Well. This boss isn't particularly hard, but for people who are experienced in Dark Souls, or at least know the most famous boss from the first game, or boss fight technically, because it's multiple bosses, Ornstine and Smough, this will be your least favorite of the two. That's right, it's not Smough. It's not Smoughnuts, unfortunately. Come on, stop that, mate. Hey, mate, stop that. Cut it out. Yeah, you're fighting Ornstine. And then in Dark Souls 3, you never fight Ornstine, but you can get his armor after you defeat the, like, Dragon Rider, something or other. I don't remember his name. Then you'll get a lever here to pull, and that'll get you a little drawbridge dropped down, so you can go say hi. Now I'm running low on life gems, but I do have my 2 Estus chugs. And I have the increased item drop rate, obviously. Now up here is an essential item if you don't care about getting hollowed. There's an old radiant life gem for the fight. But this is an essential item that limits how much you hollow, and it's called the Ring of Binding. Now they also give you 5 human effigies because they expect you to die a lot. I don't plan to, but I probably will. Limits HP reduction when hollow. Rather than letting your health get all the way down to half, this will only let you get down to 75%. What is lost is not easily retrieved, as it says. But, again, if I do go hollow, I will lose less health and will be less likely to immediately use another little, effigy, so... I have 18,000 souls. This is probably not the best idea to immediately go into. But he's got fairly decent damage resistance, but predictable moves. That was always a big thing between Ornstein and Smough anyway, was that they were kind of predictable. Leave themselves open a lot, but they cover each other so well because Smoughnuts does such big attacks. And he does these quick jabbies. Once you get him to half health, he'll start casting dark magic rather than electricity. Which you can only assume is like, oh, he's been corrupted by the darkness in him. Or whatever. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, so I died. And that's fine, because Ornstein is hard to deal with. But it did give me the 5 extra human effigies, so I'm gonna try to run through this time. Though, again, I didn't lose much health. Oh well. I'm 29 minutes into this recording, but I am going to keep going until I beat Ornstein and maybe just give you highlight reels of my fights with him, because I don't want to talk through the entire thing. Ornstein's hard. But I will include this first dude at least one more time. Eh. Whoa. Whoa, man. Oh, ow. I should have seen that coming, honestly. Whoa. Alright, cool. So, let's just heal up and use an effigy, even though I said I wouldn't, I think. Oh well. Glencore, you're coming with me, but this time we're running. Running, running, and running, running, and running, running, and running, running. Black Eyed Pea song. Burner, burner. Burner. Come on. Glencore parkour. Let's go. Hardcore Glencore. That's a job for 2, and I'm down to my Estus. Alright. That kind of shows me, doesn't it? Anyway, let's keep running. Glencore, you're with me. Let's go. We're taking down Ornstine. You're gonna help me get my souls back by being a meat shield. Let's go! Now we're gonna do like 10% less health damage, I think. I don't know how the resistance works. Ow! Whoa! Hey, man. Hey, mate. Help! Glencore. Oh, whoa. He just strafed the heck out of Glencore there. That was rad. Alright. Souls are regained, so we should have less issues now. Oh, he's already moving to the Derek magics. Haha. Whoa. Whoa, man. Nice jumpies. Eh. Maybe it just increases the boss's health. I don't know. But I am doing significantly less damage, if you couldn't tell. Doing 46 now. Let's get out of here. Get out of here! Glencore, get him. Yeah. Staggered. I believe you can parry some of his attacks as well. Ornstine's, I mean. Ooh. The old Dragon Slayer, rather. Maybe that's the title he prefers or something. I don't know. He's gonna fire some dark magics at me, but it's fine because I was strafing sideways slightly. He's at half health now. He's gonna use more AoEs. And he's also going to combo his attacks differently. But that's fine, as long as one or the other of us draws aggro, and preferably Glencore, honestly. Then we're gonna be good. We're in the money, really. This fight isn't that bad. Whoa! I've been talking through this entire thing rather than letting the fight play out like I planned, but, you know, if we're this in the money, quote, then we should be fine, man. Ooh. Right into Tookus. He hasn't actually used his big butt dive explosion move. But that's fine. Thanks, Glencore. You're cool, man. Old Dragon Slayer Soul and the old Leo Ring. Oh, why are you running away, man? Alright. Anyway, now I can talk to this dude who is of the Blue Covenant. Order of Blue or something like that. He's a Blue Sentinel. That's right. But I also get these free items. But I can't join up with the Order of the Blue whatever. Blue Sentinels dudes. Because, yeah, he's here. And I haven't done anything for them. Now I got a new helmet, the Haid Knight Iron Mask. And let's like talk about this. It's pretty rad. That's the same helmet that Glencore was wearing. And we got some other things as well, but I don't remember what they were. I know we got cracked blue eye orbs, but we got something else too. I know we got the old Leo ring. Was it another ring? Did we get 2 rings from that fight? Nope. Wasn't a ring. Man, this is embarrassing now that I was just like, I don't know what I have. Yeah, because we have our old whip. Not old spotted whip, that's different game. Oh, we got the tower shield thing. The first tower shield in the game. Very heavy and requiring great strength to handle, but provides excellent defense. So let's just go in here. Yeah, perfect 100% physical resistance, 70 stability, requires 30 strength. And it's heavy as sin. 13-pound shield? Yeah, that's not happening. But we can go down here as well. And this is a room for Blue Sentinels to invade, like, alternate covenants and duel each other if they so desire. Les Bouches. Now, we are actually just going to travel straight back to Majula, because effort, firstly. 33,000 souls, secondly. And because I'm a lazy bar stool, Chloranthe the ring. The ring is named for its decorative green blossom, but its luster is long since faded. Reason stamina recovery speed. That ring has saved my rump so many times. Now we're actually going to save these boss souls, the Old Dragon Slayer and the Dragon Rider, because those two
There.
you can make some pretty rad weapons out of eventually. Upgrade the Estus Flask. I don't have an Estus Shard, but I can level up. Woo! So we're going to increase our dex to 20. And then the rest of that can go to like 25 strength. And vigor, because health. Yeah, that's a pretty decent level, actually. Wow. Thanks, ma'am. Mammogram. Now, we need to burn this, the Sublime Bone Dust. So, we'll do that. Burn, Sublime Bone Dust, okay. Boom. Some forces strengthen the Estus Flask. And that's your first Estus upgrade, technically. Hup. Now we'll just get up here, and maybe we'll equip the whip. Because we can now, I believe. Yeah, we have the 20 dex required. I was looking at that while I was editing, because I wasn't certain while I was actually playing. But we can use this now, and it's got a really interesting combo. Like, it's so long range. It's technically a mid-range weapon. And you hardly do any more damage when you two-hand it. But it's still better than what I was using, so... Hey man. Don't look so down. There's actually 2 people in town that we haven't spoken with, and I might make this just an hour-long video, but I don't want it to be a power hour. I just want to do more videos of this, because Dark Souls 2 is awesome.
Oh, undead, are we?
She's pretty great.
And one without much time remaining.
She used to be a witch.
Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say.
Well, that's mean.
Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, suit yourself.
It's because she's got bad puss.
Oh, yes. You may call me Shalqua. Enchantée.
Enchanted, I'm sure.
What did you want, anyway?
She will sell you the item that is required to drop into the
smell
pit
wonderful.
below you. Or, like, right out there, drop into that pit. Now, that ring is this one, the Silvercat ring, but she will also sell another pretty, like, needed item, which is this one, the Ring of Whispers, that allows you to talk to a dude in a forest that's full of fog, and it's not great. The name-engraved ring allows you to invade people of the same faction more easily, or if you're a Knight of Blue and you're wearing the ring that the dude up next to the plinth gives you, and you're also wearing that, knights will be able to save you more efficiently as well. So that's pretty useful.
Nothing
if you're
suited
playing,
you, I presume.
like, not for strength, but for anything else. Really, anything else. Then there's this guy over here that gets mentally broken the more you buy his stuff.
Hello there.
Hi.
Welcome to my shop.
He's Marlin.
I'm Morlin, and I sell armor. Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares.
Now this guy...
I could really use the business. If you'd be so kind.
Yeah, Marlin, after you've bought, like... I think it's $10,000 worth of stuff overall. He will sell you boss items as well. Like, the armor sets of bosses.
I do hope I see you again.
Yeah, same. Enchantée. Now, if we go up here, he also has a secret chest that I didn't know about in my first playthrough. That'll give you a Titanite shard to reinforce weapons with when you get the chance. You can press B to just drop off ladders. Did you know? Did you know gaming style? And that's cool and all. Now, I'd like to talk to him, but I want to get his key first. So, we're gonna go back to the Forest of Fallen Giants. So I guess I'll see you guys there. Alright. So, we can actually... Whap-bap! And that's the significance of this weapon against these dudes. These hollow soldiers. Hollow infantrymen. Eh. Now, if only I could get the distance down. Eh. I guess anything within their range gets hit. But I don't like that. That's not how we do this. That's not how we do it. No, 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 no. I can always parry him and see what that animation is. Ow. I said I could always parry him. Of course, Homeboy is just gonna swing like mad. Dang it. Double kill. Give me them throwing knives, at least. But that double kill was pretty rad, too. Now, I said I killed all these guys previously. There's a dude around that corner as well. That you guys never got to see. Ooh, he's dead. Ooh, he's dead. Now, you might see, like, varying amounts of damage by that much. That's because they're, they have different maximum health. I believe that's what dictates how much they do. Let's just two-hand the shield. Boop him with it, maybe. Alright, get out of here. Like I said, there was an item over there, in that corner. That's fine. We don't need it anyway. Now, you may notice that my whip is already at under half. That's simply because the whip is not very durable. It's an old whip for a reason, man. Get with it, dude. Maybe you should consider upgrading to a better weapon, mate. Now these guys are actually a little more complicated with their attack pattern. A little more realistic with their attack pattern as well, because your characters in Dark Souls 2, and any of the Dark Souls games, really show their attacks before they do them. Like, you telegraph so hard, like, more than boss fights do sometimes. That dude can go... Old Whip is at risk, so there you go. I don't believe I have any repair powder already, so... Oh, it's already broken as well. So there you go. Old Whip is now done for a while until I can get into the blacksmith shop. Because he has to repair them when they're broken like that. He's pretty stupid. Just strafe them the same way I do in Skyrim. Woo! There's an item over here. It's not super worth it, but it's okay. Short sword, Soul of a Lost Undead. Woo! Yeah, it's okay, but not god tier, you know. It's not quite Morningstar material. Also, I didn't get the Channeler's Trident when I gave him the Petrified Something, the Silky and Smooth Ravens. Here's some throwing knives, by the way, if you wanted to go all that distance. Anyway, so now we're gonna go up and fight the Haid Knight, which is that dude in white sitting against a tree, and he's gonna give us his sword, I believe. After we deal with this guy. No more dudes down here in the courtyard to deal with either, so... Life gem. Heyo. Human effigy. That's always nice. Now, on rare drops, the Haid Knights, like this guy here, with all the arrows in his armor and stuff, they will also drop armor pieces. But they will drop them more often on New Game Plus, so keep that in mind. Maybe don't farm it on your first playthrough. Now we're actually going to start this game, this fight rather, strong. Now, he's also fairly easy to parry, once you understand him, but I'm not good at parrying him, so Also, he doesn't leave you much time to heal, so... He also has this really deep breathing. Let's see if you can hear that. Yeah, there it was. There was another one earlier as well, but... Ooh, and the console is dead again. That might be an issue, actually. So, seems like that's where I'm going to end this episode as well. So, thanks for watching. Like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already, share this with your friends if you really want to, leave me a comment down below, questions, thoughts, suggestions. Suggestions such as stop playing Dark Souls 2 are welcome, because I don't want to have to troubleshoot this every time. But that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. I'll see if it overheated. See you next time. And we're going to be here in the awkward silence again, so get ready for that. I have about, 16 seconds left for this, so I'm just going to keep rambling. Thanks for sitting through, at least 45 minutes, I think. I don't know how long this video is going to be. But yeah, thank you.